What's going on, YouTube? This is Big Pencil coming at you again with another. I'm gonna take a little minute today to tell y'all about what I call that stanky cheese. I've had a lot of people, ask me what that is, and no, it's not cheese, actually. I don't know what they make this stuff out of. All I can tell you is it smells terrible, and the catfish love it. Dang channel catfish eat the piss out of this stuff. I've never caught anything but channel catfish off of it. I'm sure other catfish will eat it, but I hadn't never caught any other ones off of it. Hadn't never really caught very many real big off of it neither. You catch a lot of squealers. If you want to go and catch a lot of numbers, you try this stuff out, and I can promise you, if there's a catfish down there, he will eat it. Let's check it out. All right, basically what we got is, now this used to be Sonny's super sticky channel catfish bait, but I think they sold the company. They sold the formula, and these people got it, and there's just basically triple S channel catfish bait now. So that's basically Sonny's super sticky is basically what that is. Now this is the blood formula. I prefer the original formula, but they didn't have none up there when I went to buy it, and as you can see, it is $22 for a tub of this stuff. And you get a, we filled up the cooler. I think we had 40 that day, and we use it's up down to there now, maybe about half of it, but it'll last for a long time as long as you keep it somewhere where it's not gonna dry out on you. That's the main thing that goes bad with this stuff, is it'll dry out and then it don't stick to the tube real well, and you just can't put it on. You have to buy some more. But yeah, it works really well. It smells terrible. I don't think it could ever go bad, because it's already bad to start with, but it'll dry out on you, so you just got to keep it keep it in a cool place. This one's actually been left outside in the shed, so it might not be any good. I might have to buy some more whenever I get ready to go again. But basically, you just open this up and try your best not to get any of it on your hands, because it smells like crap. I can't explain it to you. If you've ever used this stuff, you know what I'm talking about. It is a terrible smelling stuff. I don't use my hands to put it on the bait with. I take a stick and jab it down in there. And this is actually still pretty good. It's still good and moist. So I'll be able to use this a couple more times. That's some strong stuff. Strong, stanky. Spackle you up some stanky cheese. That's some nasty stuff, but it'd catch the piss out of catfish, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna close this up so I don't dry it out, because I'm gonna use that here soon, probably this weekend coming. Alright, a little bit about the rigging that I use. You could use any rod and reel setup you want to use. It doesn't really take a whole lot to catch 2 or 3 pound little catfish. There's a little spider hanging out on my reel. Go away, spider. This is actually, my brother-in-law bought this rod and reel years and years ago, and I just use it. I just use it for this. It's just an old Tiger Shakespeare. You can get them things from Walmart. This guy's medium heavy action, 6.5 foot rod. You can get them things from Walmart. It ain't nothing to them, but old cheap reel on it. I prefer a spinning rod and reel, but yeah, pretty much everything. But I use this for this. Now the rigging you got to use is, you buy this little, you get these in a pack. They come with the tube. It'll be a little tube with holes in it, treble hook at the bottom with a sponge, and that sponge is what soaks up a lot of that bait, and this sponge is what the fish eat. They'll bite that sponge thinking it's a piece of that nasty mess, and then they'll swallow it, and you just hook them. And the line that I got on this reel, I think, is 10, maybe 12 pound. Yeah, something cheap. It ain't nothing to it. The leader that comes on these things, I believe, is a 20-pound leader. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a 20-pound. And you just come up here to a barrel swivel with a 1/2 ounce egg lead. Depends on how hard the water's running in your area. But you know, most places I fish, a 1/2 ounce egg lead, it'll get it to the bottom and hold it down there. And you know, you just put it on the bottom and just wait. 9 times out of 10, I can't fish with more than one rod because it's just, they biting too quick. You know, they'll bite so fast that you ain't got time to fish with more than one rod. They'll snatch one of them out by the time you get done rebaiting the other one, and you know, you just ain't got time to do it. Now, one thing I will say you need, for an absolute fact, you will need a good pair of pliers, a good pair of needle nose to get the hook out, because that treble hook is a bastard to get out of there. They will swallow it. 9 times out of 10, they gonna swallow it up to their bunghole with that treble hook, and you are not getting it out without a pair of pliers, period. Plus, you don't want to get that stuff all over your hands. So I just use this pair. I got a good pair of cow cutters here that my brother-in-law bought probably 10 years ago and left them in my tackle box, and I've used them ever since, and I love them. These are a good pair of pliers. I highly recommend these cow cutters to anybody. But I always got these pliers, and you know, I always take these pliers with me, because you don't never know when you're gonna have to snatch something out, a fish's gullet or whatever. But I got plenty of these little things here. You know, you get them, keep them. They'll definitely, I'll use 2 or 3 of them every time I go, because you'll tear that treble hook up quicker than anything else. But this is what the bait comes in a pack like this. Hog Wild bait holder. That's a blue one or purple one that I got there. You got your treble hooks and your sponge at the bottom. But I don't think the color matters. Yeah, it's got that old nasty stuff on it one way or the other. I ain't never done any better, you know, with a different color versus the yellow ones or the green ones or the red ones or the purple ones. It don't matter. You know, that old nasty stuff's gonna be on there, and they ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna give 2 rips what color it is. But I know y'all, if y'all have watched my channel for any length of time, y'all have seen me fish with this stuff quite a bit. A couple times I've went, and you know, every time I've went, we've caught plenty of fish. You know, last time we went, we got there at like, you know, it was hour and a half, and we had the cooler slam full. You couldn't fit another one in it. Now that was 40 fish we caught that day, and you couldn't fit another fish in the cooler with them 40. Yeah, it was just a 48 quart cooler. It wasn't nothing, but it wasn't nothing massive, but it was a lot of them. And yeah, that's the thing about that old super sticky channel catfish bait, old stinky cheese. They will eat it, and they will eat it quick. There was a lot of times me and Daddy had 2 rods out apiece. We had 2 or 3 fish coming up at one time, and you just, it starts to become more than enjoyment. Then it starts to become work, having to fight the fish and bait hooks and snatch out hooks out of their throats, and it's just, you don't make many trips with that stuff because it gets aggravating fishing with it real quick. But when all else fails, put a little bit of that out there and throw it out and see what happens, and I can almost promise you that something will eat it. A catfish. I've never caught anything other than catfish on it, but I'm not sure if anything else would be brave enough to eat that nasty stuff, because it's terrible. But I wanted to take a minute and show y'all what I call that stinky cheese, because I've had a lot of people ask me about it. So there it is. Super sticky channel catfish bait. Sunnies. The Triple S. Go get you some. It ain't that expensive. You can pick up a tub. You can get it in the bigger tubs, or you can get it in a little small cup if you're only planning on using it for a day or anything like that. You take it out, fish with it, cover it up, put it in the shed. Don't put it in your house because it smells like crap. Try it out. And I'm not sponsored by these people. I ain't never met one of them a day in my life. It's just something we've used for years and years. I've been fishing with this stuff long before I made this YouTube channel, and I can promise you I'll fish with it years after I'm done with this YouTube channel. So, yeah, I like the stuff. It works good. Try it out. This is Big Pencil, and we will be back with another one soon.